We're going to do a little bit of review about how to make a box plot again today. So we're going to find the min, the max, the three quartiles. We're going to find the mean and the mad in this particular data set as well. On some of the problems for tonight that you're going to do, you're only going to find through Q3. On some of them, I'm going to ask you to find the mean and the mad, and I'll let you know which ones we're going to do all the pieces. But it's just 2 extra pieces, and I see no reason to do it on all of them. Just want you to be practiced at doing it. When I'm making a box plot, what do I have to do with my numbers first? Put it in order. So let's go ahead and organize this data for this first problem. If you've got room to put it on this sheet, you can put it right on this sheet. But some of you write so big, I don't think you're going to be able to get it all on this sheet. But you're definitely going to want to put your box plots on this sheet. What's the first data piece that I want to write down? I want to write down what? 48. That's my first data piece. 48. What am I going to put next? 51. What am I going to put next? Next? 64? 72? 73? And 86. Okay. Now, here's what I want you to remember. The first 2 points that we start with on our box plot are what? Min and the max. What is the minimum? So we're going to go 45, 46, 47, 48. And I'm going to go up to 86. By the way, I can already answer 2 of my questions that are here. What is the minimum? The minimum is 48. And what is the maximum? I want you to keep track of these pieces on this problem. I want you to know for sure what the min is, what the max is, what the 3 quartile markings are. Yes. So, the minimum is 48. The maximum is 86. What's the next point that I'm going to find in my data set to make a box and whisker plot? The median, which is of Q1, Q2, or Q3, it is Q2. It's the one that's in the middle. We work our way from the outside to the inside. If I get rid of 48 and 86, I got to get rid of 51, 73, 52, 72. Guess what? There's 2 of them in the middle. When there's 2 of them that are in the middle, what do I do with them? I add them together and divide by 2. 64 plus 57 divided by 2. .5. And we're going to go ahead and plot that point. So it's between 60 and 61. By the way, this is my min. This was my max. This is Q2. So what is Q2 equal to? The median is what? 60.5. Q2 is what? 60.5. That's Q2. Here's what I want you to think about. Here's 60.5. It wasn't part of my data, was it? But I do need to mark it there. This is the middle, the median. I still got to find the middle of the bottom half, which is Q1. And I've got to find the middle of the top half, which is Q3. Right? Finding the middle of the bottom half, if I got rid of 57, I'd have to get rid of 48. What happened again? Mm-hmm.
So what are we finding now?
We found the center, which is 60.5, which is the median, which is Q2. Now I'm finding the median of the bottom half.
Median, the top half. Median, the Q2 is the top half.
Q2 is the median of the whole thing. Q1 is really the median of the lower end. Q3 is the what? Median of the high end. How many medians am I finding? 3, right? Got to use the median concept 3 times.
So Q2 is the median of the whole thing.
Median of the whole thing, the whole data set.
Q3 is
Median of the high part, the high end of the data. Back to Q1. If I go back to Q1, if I eliminate the 48, I've got to eliminate the 57. What happened is there was 2 numbers in the middle again. When there's 2 numbers in the middle, what do?
You add them in the back.
I add them together and divide by 2. So, Q1, 51.5. I'm going to go ahead and plot that.
Where does that be in between?
It'd be between 51 and 52, about halfway in between. Right? And I have one more data point to find, but we already said Q1 was 51.5. I've got one more data point to find, which is what? Q3. When I go to find Q3, if I eliminate 64, I've got to eliminate 86. And again, what happened in the middle of the data? I've got 2 of them to add together. What's in the middle of 72 and 73? 72.5.
So you did 64, 86. You crossed out the 64.
Right.
And then there was 72 and 73.
Right. And so what's going to be in the middle? 72.5. That's between 72 and 73. I'm going to plot that point. That's Q3. Okay, we're not there yet. Everybody okay? Understand what we've done? Between Q1 and Q3, this is a box. At Q2, we put a line there because it was my median. Between Q1 and the minimum is a whisker. Between Q3 and the maximum is a whisker. That's my 5 points. Okay. How many points do we need to create a box and whisker plot? 5. I need the min, the max, Q1, Q2, and Q3. And in order, we would find the min, the max, we'd find Q2, And then it wouldn't matter which one we found, Q1 or Q3 next. But I have to find Q2 before I find Q1 and Q3. Buddy okay? Question.
Where has the 70, would that be 71, is it on 70 or?
It's between 72 and 73 because it came out to what? 72.5, which is what I've written there for Q3. Buddy good so far?
Are we doing this together?
Hmm?
Are we doing this all together?
We're going to get some of it's going to be an assignment here in a minute. I have two more things on this problem that I wanted us to find, which is what? The mean and the mad.
So, hey.
There it is. Back.
So how we find Q1, Q2, and Q3 is by
You find this one first. Q2, you find it first. You work your way from the outside to the inside. We found the middle. And we found the middle of the bottom and the middle of the top. All there is to it.
This is hard for me.
Everybody okay? How do I find the mean?
You add all the numbers, you add from 52 to the 86.
I add all these together.
And then you divide by how many you added as 8.
If I add all of those together, their total is if I add them all together, their total should be 503. Okay? If I add 52, 51, 64, 73, 48, 86, 72, 57. 503 divided by 8 was 62.8. And this is another time where we're going to use what? I'm going to round it to 63.
So the mean 63.
The mean is approximately 63. How do I find the mad?
Find the difference or
How far each data piece is away from 63. So the rule would say that I'd take 52 minus 63. I'd take that absolute value, which is what? 11. Plus, and I'd do the next one, the same thing. 51 minus 63, its absolute value, which is 12. Okay? Now, without writing them all out, the difference between 63 and 64 is what? 1. The difference between 63 and 73 is? The next one is 15. The next one is 23. The next one is 9. And the last one is 6. That is the distance that each one of these data points are away from 63. We add those all together and we divide it by 8. The MAD came up to 10.8 or approximately 11. So, a little review to go back and make the box of whisker plots, as well as a review from Thursday and Friday about the mean and the MAD.
Can we find the min is how we find the small summer, and the max is the high
Right.
summer?
This is the small, this is the high.
And then the Q1, Q2, Q3 is just the middle.
Those are the medians.
Okay, and then the mean and the mad are just
The mean is an average, and the MAD is
Distance between.
the distance from the mean
so we're figuring out the mean, the mad, like,
as an average.
so we're gonna find the mean and mad like we did Friday.
Yes, on some of them. And on all of them, you're going to do the box plot. Okay? Everybody good with this example?
How do we figure out which one has to be?
Because I'm going to tell you in just a second. As soon as I'm sure everybody's done with this, I'm going to tell you which ones you're going to do which pieces on. Am I good? Okay. On problems 2 through 4, you are just going to do the min, the max, Q1, Q2, Q3. Obviously, that means you're making the what? The box plot. Okay? On numbers 5 through 7, you're going to do all of that plus what? The mean and the mad. So on all of them, you're going to do the box plot. You're going to find the 5 crucial points for all of them. But the last 3 problems, you're also going to find what? The mean and the mad. Okay. Pretty good? Questions?